Hello friends and everyone, welcome back to Netcode-Hub channel. My name is Frederick and I'm pleased to meet you again. In this video series, we are going to learn how to develop inventory management system using .NET 8 Blazor web app with interactive server render mode. Maybe you ask yourself, what is inventory management system? If you've done so, then it's a system designed to track and manage products in warehouse or store. Now, this is very broad. We're going to try our best to do part. I'm not sure we can do everything. Yes, we cannot. Let's look at some overview of this system that we are going to build. I mean, you and I. This system, we're going to be using .NET 8 Clean Architecture. That is the first part. You're going to be using custom cookie authentication with Identity Manager. We're going to be using policy-based authorization, which comprises of roles and claims. Then we're going to be using Signal R for real-time update. Then we're going to be using CQRS, that is Command Query Responsibility Segregation, to perform CRUD on entities. This system that we are going to build comprises of three policies: admin policy, or admin, manager, and user. Admin, it is the whole boss of the system. Manager works under the admin on a specific task assigned. And now the user here, it is a shop, because this system that we are building is going to be used by a warehouse. Now, a warehouse can serve multiple shops. So, these shops, which depend on the warehouse for product, becomes the user. Now, a user, bear in mind, user is a shop. This user can make an order of product from the warehouse. And now, that is where we're going to be using the Signal R. As soon as order is made from the client session or from the user, it must get, or the user or the administration must get notified as soon as order is made. When the order is being cancelled by the user or the shop, the warehouse must be aware. When also the warehouse or the administration cancel the request or the order, the user must also get notified. When the item is being delivered, delivering mode, it must also, the user must also be notified. And we can achieve this using Signal R. There are so many things in this project that you can learn. I'm not sure I can talk about everything. Yes, I'm not sure. Yes. Okay, so this project will be in videos. If I say videos, meaning multiple videos. Now we're going to create a separate playlist, and I will name it as Inventory Management System with .NET 8 Blazor Interactive Server. So we can take that playlist, and all the videos in there, you can watch all of them. When I'm done creating these individual videos, I can also combine them into one, and maybe you can also wait for that. If you want to grab it as a whole, you can also do that. You know, I cannot proceed without saying I offer coaching or mentoring sessions to people who are interested and want to improve their coding skills. Yes, Blazor.NET, WebAssembly, .NET 8, and a lot, web service, and etc. So if you're interested, check the video description, and I have an email that you can write to me through it. The source code of this project would also be available. So if you want to also grab this, check the video description for the link. Alright, so without wasting much time, I have this project built already. We're going to go through it, and we're going to do something similar or same to this. Okay. Now that is a login page. As soon as you run this project, you have your login page for you to log in. Now, defaultly, we're supposed to add database seeding so we can seed default user account. But well, I created an endpoint or an interface whereby as soon as you run the app, it will just check if admin account is not created. It's going to create it automatically. So with this, you don't need to perform database seeding. But well, if you want to, you can choose between. Okay, you can choose using the seeding or this one. You can choose, but I decided to use this. So maybe you can also do it based on the choice of yours. All right, now I'm going to log in here. So I'm going to use the default one as an admin at admin, and it's admin at 123. That is the default account created for the administrator. So when you log in, let's see the interface. All right, so you can see that when you log in, you have this. This is static rendering, and this we're using a stream rendering. So you can see we have this, which looks like a graph. The graph, yes. So you have all this, and this is just a summary of what we have in our database. Talking about product audit analysis. So I grouped them in months. So within the month, the number of product audit, the amount, you can see you can find it on top in dollars. And I have that symbol also in there. Now the second one, you can see here we have, I also grouped them product name and our quantity. So within a year or within 12 months, each product and the number of times or the number of or the quantities ordered. So we have the first one, we have this a quantity on top. You see these are the quantities specified on top. So this is just a grouping, and you create a graph and implement that. Okay. And in here, this is just gives you a summary. So I need not to talk about this. You've seen it already. So yeah, so only for today and etc. It's over there. But you can just group, you can customize this to suit what you want. Okay. That is what I made. You can also customize this to suit what you want. Aside from that, when you check on top here, you can see we have these are are they badges? Yes. So this gives you real-time update. As soon as a user orders, you're going to see it in here. So defaultly, if I click on order, if I order something from the warehouse, the administration is going to see it in over here. For now, we have the current orders that we have is 7. The current order delivering product is 2. Delivered is what, 3, and now cancelled orders is what, 2. So you can click on any place. So if I click on this, you will see we are navigating to the orders component, and now we specify in the process. You can see this is processing, and that is this one. So that's the state. So as soon as you do that, it's going to search for that, and it's going to give you all the products which have this processing. So we have all these are fresh ones. You see we have the processing. Now you can also click on delivering, the ones on the way. So these two are what delivering. So you can see we are making a search. Whether you are in here, you're in the home page, or you're outside a page. When you're outside the page, you're going to be using route parameter, and when you're inside here, you're going to be using just an on-click and filter. Okay, so that's what we're using. You can see from here to delivered, you can make a search and get all those cancelled as well. Now, when you come here, there is a home. It takes you back to the same place. That is the home page. And aside from that, you see we have user management. Now, since I am administrator, I can log out. Now from user management, I can add user, I can manage user, and also I can check user activity. So all activities done on the system is going to have a record of them in here. So if I click on add, here I can add user. So you can see it's going to navigate us to a component where we can add user. So here you can add a new user. You can just fill the file. Now here we're going to select the policy, and you can just create, if you're an admin, manager, or user, you create a password for this user. And as soon as you're done, the user can now log in. When you go to manage to, now this manage, you can see all users created or all users for the system. Talking about administration, talking about managers, talking about users, which is the shop. So you can see we have users here, shop B and then shop A. If you want to see the claims of each, just click on this, and we see that is the row is what user. You have an email, and now create. These are the claims. So for create is false, update is false, delete false, read is false, user management is false. So it tells you that user can only has a row of user and an email, and that is all. The rest are what false, because user does not have access to the system. What user can do alone is to make an order. This user here talking about shop, so you can make an order of product, and that is all. So that you can see all these are false. You can also edit this in case you want to change the row. Maybe this user want to give this user an administration rights. You can just click on edit, and now you're going to have a pop-up that you can just set everybody to true. You see that? You can just choose a row in here, and now you can just choose to manage user, change, create. You can do that. Okay, as soon as you save, it get notified. So let's try one and see. So let's say manage user, I set it true, click on save. Now this is going to save it. So as soon as it's done, you're going to see that here's going to turn to true. Check it out. You see, yeah, it is. So let's set this again to false. And that is it. So you can also change user in here. When you go to the administration too, you can also do same. So you can see from the administration, you see it has a row of what admin, there's an email, and then create to user management, they are all true. So that's it, that each person has a complete access to the system. He can perform, he can see, he can do everything on the system. So that's what it has in here. When you go to manager, it has what? Create true, it has delete false, and now user management is false, because manager cannot add user. Management or manager cannot delete product. That is what I set up too. You can also change this. Okay. And when you go to shop A, you see the same. So shop A and shop B, these are users. This is an administrator overall, and then there's a manager. So these are the current policies that I implemented here. 3. Okay. You can go beyond this, extend more. Good. Now, aside from that, when you go to the next one, that's an activity log. So all activities done on the system is going to be managed in here. So when you check this, you see we've grouped them by date. So 23rd April, this 23rd, 24th, 25th. Now if you click on this, you see this is what has been done on the system within that date. So you can see from here that create new user method called. Now we created new users. So the first 3 for new users, create categories, create location, then as you can see from this, create category method called again, and now create product. Now get all users with claim method called, and etc. So all these are the methods, okay, in our system. We want to keep track of them, and if you want to know the details of it, you can just click on this, and to tell you the name, the executed by, and the state. Was it true or it wasn't? You can also see this. So this is going to be a backlog for that admin to check up and see if there's an issue or the process happened on the other processes happening on the system. We can also have a look in here. Okay. Then when you go to the next one, so we're done with user management. When you go to the next one, that's the product management. So here you can add products, you can add category and location. So when you start with location, so with location, you can see that you can just create location and it's using an ID of GUID, and you can just edit this or delete this. See, so you can edit, and now if you want to edit, you have this pop-up to edit. And if you want to also add location, so create new location. So you can see you have create new location, and if I click on this, you have an update location. You see? Okay, but this is supposed to be add. So this is a bug that we need to fix. We do that, okay? we do that. All right, then you can see we have this breadcrumbs in here, which tells you where you are currently. You can also click on it to go back. Aside from that, you have the same thing for categories. You can also do the same with the categories. So as you can see, you can just create, you can also delete it, and confirm, delete, and etc. You can also delete them as well. Okay, then last one here, and that is a product. So here you have all the products. Now you can delete it, since because you're an admin, you can delete product, you can view, you can edit it, you can just print it or convert to PDF, Excel, you can print it, and etc. Okay, and now you have this pagination as well. So you can see the description, and we have the price, the quantity, the category name, the location name, the serial number, and etc. So these are the properties that are included. You can also define your own properties for this. Now if I click on this, let's say before you can view this, you must have this selected. So when you refresh this and you do not select any of the properties, any of the records here, click on view, and it tells you no row selected. So you're also using toast here to display any error in it. And I click on edit to, the same thing, but delete to, the same thing. But as soon as I click on this, I click on delete, then I usually want to delete this. If I click on yes, it's going to just delete this, and I'm going to get this product code again. So this can be removed from the database table. Okay, now if I click on view to, it sends me to this place where I can view it. So I have the product description down in here. There's the product name. I have the date added, product ID, the product image, serial number, category, location, price, and the quantity. Okay, I can just close this to return back home, or I can click on this breadcrumb to navigate me to the next or the previous page. And when it gets to the edit, you can also click on this, and you have this to edit. So you can do everything here, and I click on save. Now this is also going to be saved. Click on PDF, and I'm just going to create a PDF file for this, as you can see from here. Excel, you can also do same Excel. Now if I click on print, this is going to also print the current context in here, and see it's still loading. So you're going to get this printed. Yes, so you can also do that. You can also group this, and that is a data grid from Syncfusion. So it has a lot of properties that you can decide which one to use. So you can group this based on it. It could be an ID, could be date. Just drag and drop, and I'm going to group this in date for you. You can sort this ascending or descending. You can do that. Then you can also make a search here. You can search what name, description, and then serial number. So if you want to get a specific product, just pass the serial number like this. So I'm going to clear this, passing the serial number in here, and now this is your number. Let's say this one. Then hit on the enter key. You can see we have only that specific item in here. Then you can now click on view to view the item details. So that's a search. You can search on that based on the name, description, or serial number. You can also add products here, and it's the same. And now in here we are using a component that I created. So this is the file upload component. So if you want to upload file in here, let's say I have these motorcycles that I want to upload. So I click on the first one or any. Then you can see that here I have this loader which loads from 0 up to 100%, telling the state of this package. Okay, the state of the file that you selected. Okay, you can just select a category and I'll do the normal stuffs in here, and I click on save product to get this product saved. And also when you go to the others, you can now see all others. So you can see we have processing. So these are the states. As soon as the user ordered a product, this is the state, the default state that's for processing. Then if you've delivered it, you can just click on this, choose this. If you are now delivering, you can just choose this. And if you've canceled the product or the order, then you can also use this. As soon as you perform any of the tasks in here, it gets notified on the client system for him or her to know that the state of this current order that he made has been changed. Okay, you can also go back and you can just cancel order in here. You can update the order. So click on this and I click on update order. You can change the delivery date and also the state. Is it in delivered mode? Is it in delivery mode? So you can also do that in there. All right. Now, once you have this one, you can just minimize it to have only the icons, whereby you have the sidebar activated. So you can add, you can manage, you can activity. Yes, you can see it in here, and the same thing applies to any of this. Then you have the administrator who you can just log out. Aside from that, you can just minimize this into a small unit. And now here, if I click on this, you have the sidebar as well. So this on a mobile view, you can have the same thing. You see that? The same thing in here. Good. And you can have also this to log out. Okay. So that is this. Now you're going to log in as manager. You're also going to log in as shop or as user. So we can see the differences between. Now I have an instance of the browser opening here. So cancel this. And I'm going to use manager at manager, because that is the manager that I use when I check this user management. And now you go to manager, you can see we have manager in here, and that is the email. So click on this. So you can just grab this one. Let's go to the instance in here, and the password I think is manager at 123. Now let's log into logging in as a manager. Now you can see from the view or from the manager state, you can see that here manager cannot delete. Let me save this. Manager cannot delete. Manager cannot add manage user. So if I open this, you can see manager does not have user management. Check it out. It doesn't. You can see that. Now check others. If I click on others, let's see what manager can see. Click on others with this one. Now this is going to take us to the order. So you can see from the others we have cancel order and an update order, right? Let's check the user. This is the manager. You can see this manager has cancel order and an update order. Now when you check the other one, let's see, let's check for the product, and you can see that from the product, administrator can delete. You can see it, he has this delete icon, right? Now I want to check the manager. Oh yeah, that's the manager. Click on products, and you can see from the manager, that's the manager in here, manager does not have this delete, so manager cannot delete. You see this? Manager can only view. Now when you go to the, let's say the categories, manager cannot. Let's wait for it to get loaded. You can see manager cannot. You can see that this delete is what blur, so this one is not clickable. Manager can only edit it, but he cannot delete it. Have you seen this? He cannot. Now this is happening because we set the manager delete to what? False, and now user management also false. So when you check the user management and now the manage user, you can see that here this manager here cannot delete. Manager cannot delete. You can see it's set to false. User management is also false. Now when you go to the user, let's see, user has all false, 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 except the role and now the email. Let's create another instance of the browser, and now let's try to log in as user or as a shop, and now let's see what we're going to have in there. So now we are here. Let's go and find the user credentials. So let's say we want to look for shop A, and that's a shop A at shop.a.com. So let's copy this for this user. Now we're logging in as a shop, and now I think it's shop A at 123. That is the password. And I can see we have logged in. So the data that you see here related, it relates to this specific user. Okay, this specific shop. So the order made from that, it is what you see in here, only today and the last month for this specific user or this specific shop. Okay, now you see that is shop A. Now from here, this shop A has 3 processes. So the orders that this shop A made, 3 is in still processing and 2 delivered. No, 2 is on the way coming, 2 delivered, and now 1 cancelled. So let's see, you can see from the user, since he has all the other claims false, he can only see home and now my orders. So when I click on my orders, then it's going to navigate you to the other page for this client or this user. So you can see from here I have this. Now let's see, we want to work with the shop and now the admin. So let me put the admin here. Let me expand this a little bit so you can see. Now we're going to test with the signal R. Okay, so for this, let's say this, for this user, he can cancel this order. So let's say this order in the processing, I want to cancel this. Now check it out from here. If I click on processing, if I click on cancel order must be what? 2, no 3, because currently it's what? 2. Have a look. So I click on cancel and it asks you, are you sure you want to do this? So cancel this order. Now canceling order. So wait and see. This has to be 2 from the client side, and it must update the administration. So let's wait for this and check it out. So make sure you watch the badges to see the differences. Let's wait and see. Now the reason why this is delaying here is we are using an await tax of delay 3000 milliseconds, and that is a 30 seconds or so. And you can see cancel successfully. Now you see from here cancel this for 2, and check it out, he canceled this for 3. Processing is now 6 because 1 has been cancelled, and our processing here it is 2. Okay, now we have 1 here. I'm going to also cancel this. I just want to do this. So now you must have processing as 5, cancelled as what? 4. Processing must be 1 in here, and a cancel must be 3. So have a look. And you can see that here it get changed. So you can see we have here 3, processing is 1, and our cancel is 4, processing is 6. So you can see that there is an administration, there is a client. As soon as client or the shop create an order or do and that, you get notified. Now have a look. I'm going to create an order from the client session. So from here, there is a shop A. As you can see from this shop A, there is a manager, and that is what? Admin. Now shop A wants to create an order. So let's set a product from here. Maybe I'll just choose this product. It tells me the available in stock. Click on OK. Then I can now choose the quantity that I want. I want 75. So as soon as I click on create order, check it out. Processing here, it is what? Default is 2. This is 6. This is 6. Let's check it out. So order placed successfully. And now watch here. You're gonna have 77 for now. So check it out and see. You can see 7, 7, right? And now here has changed to 3. So you can see the manager and now the administrator has been notified. Manager notified, admin also notified. Okay. Now if I click on now, let's see, manager is going to cancel one of the others. So he's going to choose, let's say this. Manager clicks on this processing to get all the processing others. Now from that, this is shop A, so we have shop A, shop B, let's see shop A. So the manager selects it and I click on cancel order. So this must be 2, this must be 4. When you go to the admin, this must be 5, this must be 6. So let's see, manager is clicking on this, cancelled. Are you sure? Yes. Now let's see, this must be updated to 6, while this gets up to 5. This must be 2, this must be 4. Check it out. Yeah, you can see now we have 2, 4, 5, 6. Exactly. So what manager can do is kind of affect the client. The same thing applies to the admin. So you can also try the shop B and it's still going to be the same. Okay, so that is the system that we're going to build. Yes, that's what we're going to build. You and I are going to build together. Okay, so this video is, I made this to actually take you through what you're going to build at the end of this, so you know what you're going to do. At the next video, we're going to start creating our project. That's our .NET 8 clean architecture structure. Then we're going to be adding our project and I'll start working with it. All right, so thank you, and I'm going to catch you up the next video.